Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the Rocket Radio Show podcast, starring your host, Rocket. And on today's show, we have the co-host, Samantha. Shut up! Shut in! Let's get started! Rocket Radio Show. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever the day finds you. Salutations and warm welcomes from the Rocket Radio Show. This is your host, Rocket, coming at you live from the Broken Femur Bunker Studios, located beneath the radiation belt outside the neutral zone. And if you think that's a mouthful, guess who's here with me at the Broken Femur Bunker Studios today? I'm so excited! Hey, Sam!
Hey, it's great to be back.
Long time no see!
I know.
I know that you have been working like a dog. I know you're on the squirrel wheel.
I've been busy.
Definitely.
Yeah.
So without getting all into any details as to your qualifications for your opinion, Obamacare, complete flop?
Flop.
Wop, wop, wop. You remember when you came home, you said, you were right. That is New World Order freakiness.
Yeah, I do remember that because they're talking about getting you signed up for a patient portal, and they're talking about having your information, in a computer that anybody can access. And
So welcome back to the show. I don't know if you've noticed, but I've had a spree of new YouTube videos, and I'd like you to know, and the audience should know, that I've had an avalanche, Sam, unexpected avalanche, I tell you, of subscribers.
Great.
7. I've gotten 7 in the last month, and I've lost 3. So I've got 4 new listeners.
Sweet.
Welcome, you guys, welcome.
Thank you.
And, I encourage you, I figured out something, Sam, but I've got a real problem. As you know, I don't go on camera. Because,
I do.
Yes, I like to keep the mystery. And I don't use my real name. I hear guys on YouTube say that a lot. I'm using my real name!
Your name isn't Rocket?
No, you didn't know.
Huh.
But, they're stupid. They're just stupid. They live in YouTube. YouTube is a medium. It is a vector to inject my poison. But one thing I noticed is, and I'm sort of disappointed, and that is people, Sam, when they make robots, they like to put faces on them.
Right.
I don't know if you're aware of that, but even like the new assembly line robots,
I've seen that.
have a face on them with eyebrows that move to express, their emotions. And I've come to realize that people don't make comments on 2 things. They don't make comments when it's just junk on the screen. Rocket just shows junk on the screen. It doesn't really matter. Of course, it is a way to sneak in little subtle messages that aren't necessarily in the title because they don't have anything to do with the title that you might get to see that the censors, who are retards, don't notice.
Well, you've actually put my picture in there before.
I have many times, but people don't know. Now, here's the dealio, and thank you for that photographic contribution.
You're welcome.
I've come to realize that fans, that people that watch YouTube, they have empathy for the person staring into the camera, directly into the camera talking. And then, because of that, they make an emotional connection with the talk show host, so they get higher subs. So it's not content, it's a childlike, get back into the womb-like comfort when you see a person and their eyes.
Relationship.
Correct. And it also encourages you to make comments. Because in a subconscious way, when you see a person on the screen talking, even though it's a recorded post-production YouTube, you get the sense that it's like a telecom conference. That person is really on the other side of the screen, and when you type your comment, especially if the guy's vigilant and he's watching for comments, believe it or not, people, I watch the goddamn video after I've posted it. Like it says 5 views, for example, okay? That's one fan and me, okay? Because I've checked the comments to see what people are saying. And also, apparently, and I don't know what it is, I see the most average guys, they talk about some topic, and there's, 79,000 comments, and I love that stimulation of the conversations. And it's too bad that I don't have a face staring in the screen with eyes that are set wide enough apart, that have the right look with the right set of eyebrows to entice the viewers and the listeners to make comments. I would love some participation, but I think people are scared of me. I think that's probably what it is.
Well, a couple of things, a couple of comments about that.
I always struggle with this, because I want the show to be successful. I'd like people to talk about stuff, and somebody mentioned doing a shock video. I can't do it shocking enough and slip it under the wire of the censorship. And people are like, bloop, they're just, you know what it is? I provide such a full banquet and buffet of wonderful entertainment that your belly is bloated. You got nothing to say, Sam. You just want to go outside and smoke a cigarette, right?
Well, go
to the bathroom, so you get a little room. You sit down and buckle your pants, right? When I'm done with the rocket show, I need to relieve myself. I need to evacuate my bowels so that I can have some entertainment room to, watch TV or something. Anyway.
Wow. I have a couple of comments, but the first one is, gosh, I have really missed you.
Well, you've got to know that I've also come to understand there's the rocket side of me, and then there's my real personality. That whole G4T guy who came out, he was a prepper guy, the big channel. In fact, that's what I'm going to name this video. G4T comes out as a fraud. Yes, George for title with some prepper guy, truther movement, zillions of videos, zillions of people that are subscribed and following this guy, and it's got drama, kind of a Paris Hilton type drama. He's homeless, he's suicidal, he's got a hot wife. Or some say it's his sister-in-law, I don't know. But recently he's come out and decided that he's actually against the silver scam that he's into. That's bad. And that he really isn't a prepper. It's all an act. And he's moving on. He's going to do health videos. And basically it was rude. There were it was just similar. Now, I saw, Sam, a phenomenon.
Dun, 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 dun.
A phenomenon.
Dun, dun, dun,
exactly. Now, there is a phenomenon of talk show hosts and bloggers and YouTubers saying they're done.
Right.
They've said it all. They've done all the guests. They've said it all. People tell me a lot, I like your shows, earlier shows when you used to rant all the time. Which, by the way, the views that I do get, according to my analytics, a bunch of them are my old shows. The number one, the Squishers one, where the freaky guys are going in. I mean, the heavy hitters are guys from Morocco. What's a Moroccan guy looking at Squisher videos for, Sam? I mean, come on. And they got a viewing attention. It's like 4.5 seconds. They're like, oh, let's just see. Squishers. Oh, I love Squishers. Click. Oh, wait a minute. What the fuck? Click. Right? That's what I get. That's the views I get. I do a politics show. I did a show that people thought was prejudice, and there were no black people beating me up. I expected dozens of flags, Sam. So, therefore, there's no personality. And because it's a show, it's closed. You have to bang on the door for the Rocket Radio Show and have the door open, be let in, add your input, and then that would come out in the show later on because it's post-production, because there's no face on the screen, so therefore it's not like a teleconference where the guy is actually there in your subconscious mind. That's all. It's easy. It's simple.
Okay, so you asked me to keep you on track, and I've got three separate thoughts.
Oh, you guys.
I have 3 separate thoughts.
Before we get rolling with the show, before we even get started with the show, this is a long one, and we've got a couple of clips, and one of them super duper 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 long. So if you're like an astronaut and you're currently wearing diapers and you know it's time to change up, we've got a few minutes to change those bad boys. Now I wonder, is a astronaut diaper silver, right, to go with the suit? I'm just wondering. Or do they get up there and they're like, okay, if I change my diaper, I've shit myself thoroughly. Holy Christ, it's a Pampers. The guys in NASA put no thought into it. They're like, what do you expect? You're only going to a movie set. You're not really going to shit your pants. That's why they don't talk about on the moon mission, they didn't really wear any space diapers because they wouldn't be up in outer space needing to shit, therefore no space diapers. And don't even get started on specialized diapers. You know, Sam, there are a lot of diapers in the world. There is. Did you know there are diapers made for chickens? You have a monkey diaper. Monkeys need to wear diapers, Sam. They are uncontrolled when it comes to pooping and shitting, and they like to throw it. So what you want is a chimp diaper. Chimp diapers, monkey diapers are different. Chimp diapers don't have the hole for the tail. So, you know, you got to be aware of that. That's why dogs don't wear pants, because they don't have...
That's why.
Yeah,
okay.
It's hard.
I'm so glad I'm able to keep you on track.
Okay, so...
Wait a minute, I have something to say.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm glad I have you on the show, okay? Just as long as you know who's boss, because I'm a woman hater. Go ahead.
Okay. So, first of all, about this GT14 or G14T or whatever.
George 4 title, G4T.
G4T, okay.
Comes clean.
So,
scam artist.
So he's a scam artist. He's decided that the whole survival thing is nonsense and that he was just lying. It was all made up. I think, and you said there's a whole trend of these people that are doing this now, and they're kind of signing off of the whole prepper society thing.
Yeah.
I think that's an audience that you need to tap into. There's still someone out here who believes in this, who feels passionately about it, and I think all of you should come over to the Rocket Radio Show. That's number one.
No, wait. I'm sorry, Sam, to disagree, and I'm never going anywhere because this is how I really feel. I don't want people that are interested in some dude's suicide drama because he's living in a micro house, drinking Starbucks, unemployed on welfare, complaining about the New World Order, saying the target is going to be a FEMA camp, run for your lives, donate money to me. You know, it's not that Obama got elected that's going to destroy our country. It's that people were willing to elect Obama. It's the fools. It's the sheep. I'm sorry, but there are prepper sheep. I would say that the whole Santilli clan comes to mind. No offense to Pete. He's a fantastic FM DJ voice. The guy could be really famous, really good.
I kind of forgot about him.
But the whole culty, the truth movement, the venom, the stick-to-itness, the cohesion, the movement, the balkanization of their opinions, and, you know, like a Mooney, if you squawk, you're expelled from the group, your head is shaved, and all your possessions are taken, and you're expelled to an island. You know what I mean? Get away from our group! You have positions and thoughts that we don't like. I got all signed up to do a truther show. Doug Owen, check it out on Spreaker. I got all signed up to do his truther show, and he's like giving me the time slot and everything. Now it's ready to go. You're talking about doing a live show. That would take a lot of dedication. Start making plans. The higher-ups listened to my show, and they didn't like it. So, you know, I make video YouTubes. Kids make video YouTubes. Chicks make video YouTubes. Black guys, regular guys, white guys. There should be room for everybody.
Oh, I agree.
And, you know, my show has music and commentary. Maybe you don't like it. I don't know. I don't care. But the bottom line is, this was a truther show, and they don't want my truth. They didn't like it. So, you know, it's cool. I'll go somewhere else. But that's just indicative of the whole truther movement and what people want from me. I brought this up earlier. People want me to rant, and it's hard for me because I got to cover old ground. You know, I can't just come on the show every day. If you've never heard my show before, you don't know shit about me. You don't know goddamn shit about me. And Sam, have I been very thorough about explaining it at all?
I think so, yeah.
God, I'm starting to say it over again. But then, you know, according to radio, let me give you an example. Once again, we go to the PS Society. A 2 or 3 hour show, the studies prove that people just pop into that show for 20 minutes or something. So you repeat your stuff. And then the audience is so fickle. They say they want news. But when they do studies, when the news segment of the show comes on a radio show, people, they go somewhere else. The popular wisdom was that they would click the channel and go to another